Today I want to share 5 fruits that may support your body's natural renewal system. I am talking about your own stem cells, the tiny helper cells your body keeps in reserve. The 5 fruits are black raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, mango, and prunes. A stem cell is a human cell that can become different kinds of cells. Think of it like a starter cell, a flexible cell, a cell with options. Early in life, when the body is forming, many cells are doing that flexible work. Later, as we grow, the body keeps a supply of stem cells stored away, like a repair team that is on standby. Where are they stored? Most people hear bone marrow first. Bone marrow is the soft material inside bones. Stem cells are also found in body fat, skin, and in several organs. Over the last few decades, scientists have learned much more about where these cells are and how they behave. Here is the part that matters for everyday life. Your body is always renewing itself. Skin sheds and replaces. Hair grows. The lining of the gut refreshes regularly. Some tissues have a strong ability to rebuild. The liver is a famous example of regeneration. Some parts of the lungs can renew over time. Nerves can regrow slowly. This is one reason people get excited about stem cells. The big idea is that the body already has a built-in ability to repair and renew. And the question becomes, how do we support that process wisely? Now, a quick and important note, you will hear a lot of hype online about stem cell injections for joints and various problems. In many cases, this area is still developing. There are legitimate research efforts, but also marketing that moves faster than solid proof. I recommend treating miracle claims with caution and focusing first on the basics that support the body's own repair systems. So how do your stem cells know when to help? Imagine you get a small cut on your hand. That area sends signals through the body. Those signals act like a call for help. Stem cells can respond by entering the bloodstream and traveling to where they are needed. They do not rebuild everything everywhere. They focus on the area that needs attention, like a road repair crew fixing one pothole instead of tearing up the entire highway. After the job, the cells return to their storage areas. That is the concept. Now let's talk about the fruit. Fruit is not magic, but certain fruits contain natural compounds called polyphenols and other bioactives. Some studies suggest these compounds can support stem cell activity, improve the environment around cells, and help the body maintain resilient tissues, especially as we age. Fruit 1 is black raspberries. Black raspberries look like regular raspberries but darker. That deep color comes from natural pigments called anthocyanins. Black raspberries also contain other plant compounds that researchers study, including ellagic acid and related polyphenols. In one line of research, people with metabolic challenges were given black raspberry powder daily for several weeks. Researchers measured stem cell-related markers in the bloodstream. The group consuming the black raspberry powder showed an increase in circulating stem cells compared with the comparison group. The simple takeaway is this: in a body under metabolic stress, certain berry compounds may help support the body's repair response. Why does that matter? Because metabolic stress can strain blood vessels and tissues over time. Supporting the body's repair capacity is a practical goal, especially for adults who want to stay active and independent. Another interesting detail from this kind of research is blood vessel function. Healthy vessels need to expand and adjust when your body needs more flow. With age, vessels can become more rigid. Plant compounds that support vessel flexibility and a healthy inner lining are worth paying attention to. How to use black raspberries. If you can find fresh ones in season, great. If not, frozen is fine. If you use a powder, read the ingredient label. I recommend choosing a product with no added sugar and no extra additives. Now fruit 2, blueberries. Blueberries also contain anthocyanins. They are one of the most studied berries. In a clinical study design, people consumed a set amount of blueberries daily for several weeks, and researchers looked at markers related to muscle stem cells and recovery. The findings suggested an improvement in muscle stem cell measures in younger adults. Here is how I want you to interpret that if you are 50 Polluts. First, the research is still evolving. Second, not every result in younger adults automatically carries over the same way in older adults. But the general idea is still useful. Blueberries are a simple, safe fruit choice that provides polyphenols and fiber, and they may support the systems involved in maintaining muscle quality over time. If you are aging, preserving muscle is not about vanity. It is about balance, stability, mobility, and the ability to live life on your terms. So even if the exact stem cell effect varies by age, blueberries remain a strong everyday option. How to use blueberries: a small bowl with breakfast, a handful as a snack, or frozen blueberries in a yogurt bowl. If you use frozen, let them thaw a few minutes, so the texture is pleasant. Now fruit 3, strawberries. Strawberries contain ellagic acid, another polyphenol that researchers study for its role in supporting cells, including cells in the nervous system. In lab research, ellagic acid has been explored for how it may support the body's response after injury to sensitive tissues. Lab research is not the same as a guaranteed outcome in humans, but it helps scientists understand mechanisms. The simple and practical point for you is this: strawberries bring helpful plant compounds, and they are enjoyable. Enjoyable matters because healthy habits only work if you actually keep them. If you buy strawberries, you may want to consider organic when possible, because strawberries can carry residues on the surface, and washing does not remove everything. If organic is not in the budget, do not stress. Eating fruit regularly is still a positive step. Easy ways to eat strawberries. Plain is great. Another option is strawberries with fresh mint. That combination tastes bright and refreshing. You can also add a small splash of aged balsamic vinegar if you like that flavor. Some people enjoy that sweet plus tangy contrast. Now we move to fruit 4, mango. Mango is a tropical fruit with fiber and a natural compound called mangiferin. Mangiferin is studied for its role in helping protect cells under stress. When the body is under stress from things like high sugar levels, smoke exposure, heavy alcohol use, or poor lipid balance, cells can struggle. The goal is not to pretend mango cancels everything out. The goal is to support the body with better choices consistently. Mango also provides fiber that supports your gut microbiome. That matters because your gut is a major player in overall health. Your gut bacteria produce helpful compounds when you feed them fiber. Those compounds can support immune balance and help the body manage inflammation. A practical mango recommendation: mango is sweet, so portion size matters, especially if you are watching blood sugar. I recommend eating mango as sliced fruit rather than turning it into a huge smoothie. It is easy to consume far more fruit than you realize when it is blended into a large drink. If you want a recipe idea, mango works well in savory dishes too. Many Thai-style recipes pair mango with protein and vegetables. If you look up mango and chicken Thai recipe, you will find many simple options. Part 2, now fruit 5, prunes. A prune is a dried plum. Fresh plums are common in warmer months. Prunes are available year-round. Many people know prunes for supporting regularity, and yes, that is one of their most practical benefits. They contain fiber and natural compounds that can help keep bowel movements comfortable. But prunes also contain plant compounds that researchers study for gut and circulation support, including chlorogenic acid and ursolic acid. Chlorogenic acid is also found in foods like coffee. In research, chlorogenic acid is studied for how it may support gut tissue health. Your gut lining renews regularly, and your gut stem cells play a role in that renewal. Supporting the gut environment is one of the smartest moves for long-term health because digestion affects energy, mood, immune balance, and even how well you absorb nutrients. Ursolic acid is studied for how it may support tissues and the systems involved in circulation. In lab settings, ursolic acid has been explored for how it might support blood vessel health and tissue repair. Again, lab findings are not a promise, but they help point researchers toward useful directions. Here is a practical prune guideline. Start small. Prunes can be very effective. For some people, a small serving is enough. For others, it can be too much too fast. I recommend beginning with 1 or 2 prunes and seeing how your body responds, especially if you are not used to high-fiber foods. Now let's step back and recap all 5 fruits and why they made the list. Black raspberries, rich in anthocyanins and other polyphenols. Research suggests they may support circulating stem cell activity and blood vessel function in people under metabolic stress. Blueberries, a well-studied berry with anthocyanins. Research suggests potential support for muscle-related stem cell measures in younger adults, and in general, they are a smart daily fruit for anyone wanting to support muscle and healthy aging. Strawberries provide ellagic acid. Lab research explores how this compound may support sensitive tissues and recovery systems. They are also a delicious habit you can keep. Mango provides fiber and mangiferin, may help support cells under stress and supports the gut microbiome, with a note about portion size if you are managing blood sugar. Prunes, dried plums with fiber plus chlorogenic acid and ursolic acid, support gut regularity and may support gut tissue and circulation-related systems. Now, a buying tip. If you can get fruit in season from a local farmer's market, you often get better flavour and quality. When fruit is picked ripe and eaten soon, it is usually a better experience. If organic is available and affordable, it can be a good option, especially for fruits that you eat with the skin. But if none of that is practical, do not let perfect become the enemy of good. Frozen fruit is a great option. When fruit is frozen, it is typically frozen soon after harvest, which helps preserve many compounds. Frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries, and frozen mango are easy to keep on hand. They make it simple to build a healthy routine even when fresh fruit is expensive or out of season. If you use packaged prunes, read the label. I recommend choosing prunes with no added sugar and a simple ingredient list. Now let's talk about how to use these fruits in a way that fits real life. A simple breakfast bowl. Use plain Greek yogurt or oatmeal. Add a handful of blueberries or strawberries. Add a spoon of chopped prunes if you want more fibre. If you like crunch, add a small amount of nuts. A simple dessert approach. In many cultures, fruit is the standard dessert. That habit can work beautifully. After dinner, a small bowl of berries or sliced mango can feel satisfying without being heavy. A simple snack strategy. Keep frozen berries in the freezer, put a small portion in a bowl, let it thaw for 10 minutes, and eat it like a cold fruit cup. Easy, quick, and consistent. One more important reminder, I am not telling you that fruit replaces medical care. I am telling you that your daily choices create the environment your body lives in. And when the environment is supportive, your body tends to do its best work. Your body has built-in repair systems. Stem cells are part of that. The foods you eat can either support that system or make the job harder. My recommendation is to choose the supportive path as often as you can, starting with simple habits that you actually enjoy. If you found this helpful, Keep going with one small change this week. Pick one fruit from the list and add it to your routine. Then, when it feels normal, add another. Thanks for spending this time with me, and in the next video I will share more practical, easy nutrition choices that support healthy aging, steady energy, and a body that feels more resilient day by day. Part 3, optional ending block for retention, if you want to match the competitor's outro more closely. Before you go, here is a quick question to help you stay consistent. Which one of these fruits feels easiest for you to start with this week? Black raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, mango, or prunes? Make it simple, make it realistic. And remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is to give your body what it needs to do, what it was designed to do. If you enjoyed this video, you will probably enjoy the next one too. Stay here and watch it now. And